Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro?
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Ready?
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Pressure, they got him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799. Knock it on the door. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And again, it's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll give to Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Kamu Krujay-Hill getting in there and taking him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. And complete to Drake London. There he goes left side. And all the way in Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The Niners had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're going to look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Check down here for Henry.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready up. Striker, 3-3.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, there's London. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 14. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Rodgers' throw is caught here by Anderson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers dancing to his left. And the catch made by Hopkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but I got to give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it. Made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his size. I mean, tight ends going up and getting it, sometimes they can...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be...
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Kamara on the read option.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And you hate to say it for a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. Like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. McCrane's kick is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you know.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. He'll look to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Rodgers throwing here. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Now Gordon on 1st down.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Powering forward. Room here to run. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.